What's up, everyone? John Fox here with another episode of the Stanley Parable. Exactly where we left off last time. So let's do this.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Great. Oh. I should probably adjust my brightness settings for YouTube, although it looks alright.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Does that mean I get to control my mind? Or control other people's minds? Or does that mean my mind is being controlled? That escape looks really tempting, but also really scary. I'm kind of interested to see what this mind control thing is. There's like a huge conspiracy here.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens.
Oh.
What horrible secret did this place hold?
This
Stanley
is the...
thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
This is the area with all the numbers. There's that balcony I was on earlier. I have the strength to find out. A camera. And... I guess this is where I give instructions to people.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Surprise! Oh, there's a new walkway. I think this is a new walkway. I hope this is a new walkway. I've lost track of where 427 is. What's over there? Wait, is it changed? No. Oh. Person. Reject.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Yeah, sure, why not?
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible?
I mean, the
Had
irony.
he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Is that ironic? I think so. Because I think the commentary there is that I'm controlling Stanley. Oh, I didn't realize that it wasn't a loading screen.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions.
Status.
Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Mind controls idle, awaiting input. Is that Linux? I know this. I'm gonna turn it on just to see what happens.
Oh, Stanley. You didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted?
Yeah.
Control?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification,
there's a
nuclear
timer.
detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
Oh, boy.
It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now.
Boy.
Shape it to your heart's desires.
5.
Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going. What all this means, I barely know where to start.
Oh, these symbols are confusing.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are?
Oh, 3.
A moment of solace.
Maybe there's other buttons around here.
All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased
I don't think I can hit them all the time.
I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was
4.
merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not?
Okay.
These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
4.
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
Oh, I have an idea.
Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off?
Is that the 5?
I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room.
Is there a 6 somewhere?
These numbered buttons. No, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door. Everything, anything. Something here will save me.
Oh, the 3.
Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
Nope.
Stanley.
2.
You're in for quite a disappointment.
2.
But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. Okay. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble.
I suddenly don't really like you that much anymore, narrator dude.
You wanted to control this world, that's
2.
fine.
Alright, so I pressed 2.
I'm
now
going
what?
to destroy it first, so you
Goodbye, employee 427.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say,
there's going to be another loading screen, isn't there? Oh, and we restarted again. Alright, let's just get
Stanley
this
knew the office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were.
Beginning.
Just a matter of time.
Maybe he wants me to stand still. Screw that.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door
No!
left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Okay, I don't really have a choice with the lounge.
Wow. Yes, this room.
Okay, I don't care.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I don't like you, narrator. You tried to kill me.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Yes. Incredible. This is different. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift $5,000. Well, what have I got to lose? Whee!
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
That was unfortunate.
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
I have to pay $5,000. Alright, once again, here we go.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Oh, it's the normal beginning again.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Oh, should I go to the meeting room?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hope coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Alright, I'll go upstairs. It was a nice room up there. Ah, I'm getting stuck. Alright. Oh, I don't remember the password.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Yeah,
that kind of anxiety isn't healthy. So he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
If I could have done that without the subtitles. I just put the subtitles on for the sake of YouTube because, you know, I'm going to be talking, although I've tried to not talk over the narrator too much.
Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Alright. Alright, so this is where he wants me to go, I think. Yeah. We just took that detour before. Alright, we're going down. Man, I'm 10 minutes into the second episode, and I've made almost no progress, or at least, you know, it looks like I haven't made any progress.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Alright, I'm escaping this time.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Oh, this isn't gonna be fun, is it? The door's already closed.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
This is probably not good. I'm gonna get surprised. Okay. I'll walk sideways. It looks pretty ominous. Oh boy. And of course it was another loading screen. Oh, I didn't die this time. How am I not dead? That is terrible.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man.
That is a very morbid metaphor.
Accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Oh boy. Can I get out? Can I get out?
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Kind of like the guy better. Oh. Tetris blocks. Oh, it's the word Stanley Parable.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Okay, so we have two narrators fighting, but I don't imagine that the
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Stanley's computer? Oh, this is a museum. Office layout. Okay, so I guess that's where I started, and then I would walk this way. Corridor, great. And then the two doors. Yeah, it's actually called the two doors. Filing cabinets. Oh, buttons. Button sounds. Selection of sounds used throughout the game when buttons are pressed. Each sound is a mix of a keyboard stroke and a synthesized tone. These textures are surprisingly high quality. Alright. Oh, credits. That's nice. Good job, Davy Redden and William Pugh. Who's the voice? Impeccable as... Oh, Kevin Brighting. Good job, Kevin Brighting. You're a good dude. Model design. This is nice. This is nice. Oh, this way. Oh, more. The office. Maintenance room. Is this actual concept art, I wonder? Copier. Some nice looking posters. Am I going crazy? Maybe it isn't the same image. Was that clock there before? I don't remember. How do I go back and you check for me? Are those? I mean, those were kind of things that I said earlier when I was stuck in that office loop. Greenlight. In September 2012, we submitted Stanley Parable to Greenlight, Valve's process of approving games for Steam. The Greenlight page had only a series of cryptic photos, which were still enough to win the community's approval. Probably helped that this was like a really great mod on for Half-Life. Ooh. Early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up in a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpret it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. That actually feels like something that, like some actual developer commentary, which is cool. I love developer commentary. I should probably play through I loved playing through Half-Life and Portal with developer commentary on. It was really cool. From James, subject lived. Oh, okay. Narrator emails. After the second trailer we sent out, we asked people to email the narrator for questions. While we had initially planned to use these in further promotional materials, we never found a perfect use for them. Here are a selection of those emails. Alright, I can't read that. I'm spending way too much time here. I've already spent half the episode here. Game design mock-up, it's really cool. I'm lost in this museum. Okay, exit. That's good. Oh, but now I'm not done. Freedom ending. Doesn't look nearly as nicely modeled as everything else. What is this? Zending model. Zending went through many iterations. This room represents the fourth version of the ending. We thought complete, abandoned, changed before launch. Zending levers. Pull a lever and the narrator would describe what color lever they pulled. Clever! That's the pause menu. Alright. Wait. That pause. Okay. I thought it was like from when I paused earlier to end the last episode and start this one. Like they captured when I paused.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Okay, I don't want to turn this off yet because, I haven't quite been going on long enough, but I also assume that this won't actually end the game. Oh, this might put me in another loading screen.
Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Like the narrator.
But listen to me.
Oh.
You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game.
I don't want to do that because it will mess up my recording.
Stop now and be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time choose.
Oh, loading screen. I'm sure of it now. Is it? Is it? Am I literally stuck here? Oh, that's a new option. Alright, I guess I have to do that. And we're here. Narrator? Wait, you're supposed to come in about now. Where are you? Come back, I miss you. Kevin Brighting. It's eerily quiet.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Sup, narrator?
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Did I miss
Feeling a wave of disbelief,
trigger?
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Did I miss a trigger for that first thing, or was it really not supposed
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked
anything?
upstairs to his boss's office.
By the way, I'm generally not, like, disobedient, but, I mean, I'm also kind of playing this with the fact in mind that it is a game.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Oh, he opened it for me. Alright. Wait, can I input the code again anyway? I have no cursor, so I can't tell. 2, 8, 4, 5. I heard something. Did it do something? I guess not. Alright. I don't want to go down again. Alright, I'm going down again. I have no choice. I've been through this 3 times this episode already. And of course there was a loading screen. Okay, I'm gonna stop complaining about the loading screens because I'm just editing them out anyway.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Wait. This path was a little more pristine before, wasn't it? Alright, this time I'll just turn off the mind control machine.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Well, I mean, yes, I'm walking.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
You know what would be creepy is if I saw somebody on the monitor. I don't think I even have a player model except for that intro cutscene.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe.
What does this button even do?
Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yes.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Okay, it looked like it was blocked off, but it wasn't. Oh boy. Okay, there was no loading screen, it was just dark. I see a faint something that way. I can't seem to walk around.
And a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command.
Can't move.
Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone?
There weren't
How had he
even
been
any
freed
puzzles.
from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do,
it's
or
really
how
bright.
to feel.
I wish my
Whatever
eyes would
life
adjust.
he lives,
Oh, it is
it
adjusting.
will be his.
Wow.
And that was all he needed to know.
This looks
It
a lot
was
better than
perhaps the only thing worth knowing.
that painting.
Stanley stepped through the open door.
I'm gonna like fall through the floor, aren't I? Or is it?
Stanley felt the cool
I don't have
breeze
control.
upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This
can't
was exactly the way,
control it.
right now, that things were meant to happen.
This is ironic.
And
I can't control
Stanley
it.
was happy.
I guess they didn't mean for you to explore that area. Oh, achievement unlocked. Beat the game. That can't be it. Okay, well, I'm at the beginning again, so obviously I didn't beat the game.
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather.
Okay, that's a new intro. Alright, to the boss's room.
When Stanley
Maybe I want to
came
go
to a set of
downstairs
two
and
open
skip
doors,
that.
he entered the door on his left.
Alright, this time I'm going to go downstairs.
Yet there was
Faster
not a
this
single
way.
person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a
Nope.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Nope.
But Stanley just couldn't do it.
Oh wait,
He
that wasn't a
considered the
shortcut
possibility
down.
of facing his
I'm
boss.
stuck in this endless
Admitting
corridor
he'd left his
again.
post during work hours. He might
I'm
be
gonna be
fired for
running in
that.
circles for
And in
a
such a
while.
competitive
Okay. I just edited out
all
a
of his
huge...
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, I just edited out a huge chunk of gameplay just because it was basically exactly like in the first episode. So if you want to know what happened, just go watch the first episode again, because it was basically just that.
When Stanley came to a set of two
Alright,
open
so
doors,
being
this
obedient
was
is
not the
not
correct way to
helpful.
the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
You know, being obedient never helped, but have I ever taken this path? I don't think so.
And so he
Oh, I
detoured
did.
through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Maybe I should go down. Yeah, I'm going down. This elevator is quite disconcerting.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go,
Oh boy, it's this again.
From here, it's, left. Oh, no. No,
Oh.
it's to the right. My mistake.
Right.
No,
remember this.
no, not the right.
So I think
Why would I have ever said it was
this
to the
door
right?
should open.
What was I thinking?
One of these.
It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
I might just fast forward through this. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that fast-forwarded, repeated game segment. I didn't go this way before, so... Oh, and there's a lot of branch paths. Alright, I like this painting thingy here. Or photo. I'm gonna go this way. It just goes around. Great. Alright, well... I'll skip that door. Because I don't like it. This door is a little concerning. All these doors look so suspicious.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again. But it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
Okay. Oh. I'm kind of tired of restarting over and over again, and I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. Cue the outro music. I think I'm going to end it here for now. Thanks for watching, everybody. As usual, check out my other stuff. You can click on the annotations in the end slate. Thanks for watching. I'll see you all next video.